A governor in Nigeria, Soludo, has announced that he's going to shut down markets in his state, in Anambra State, for a week because the people of Anambra State are respecting what is called a regular sit-at-home day on Monday, what is called a ghost town. Now, this governor is angry that people are respecting the word of separatist fighters because Nigeria is having the indigenous people of Biafra movement, the IPOD, which is a movement that is advocating for the full independence of the state of Biafra. Remember that in 1967, there was an acrimony civil war in Nigeria between Ojukwu and Gowon, where Ojukwu declared the state of Biafra as an independent state backed by some Western nations like France, and heavily funded and supplied with arms. Unfortunately, he surrendered when Aijo borders were closed and they could not have food. The war ended because they could not have food, because the borders of Cameroon were shut down and they could not have food since they depend on their food, and they could not have food, so they starved, and that led to the defeat of the Igbos. Now, this movement has resurfaced. This governor Soludo says that this ghost town, which is being called regularly by the separatist fighters in Anambra State and is being heavily respected, must end. He has fought this ghost town and he's decided this time to issue a 1 week lockdown of all the markets. You see, Africa, we are being led by leaders whom we thought are professors who should be having integrity and grounded knowledge, and they are just exhibiting how empty some of them are on certain issues. But he's a professor. In his master's is perfect. He's a top notch. But you see, on this crisis, he's an empty person. Do you think that people in Anambra State respect sit at home because they actually love Biafra? People are afraid of their lives. People have had their shops burned down. People have had their brothers killed because they disrespected the sit-at-home strike. People have had their loved ones killed, kidnapped. Did you resurrect them? Governor Soludo, did you resurrect them? Now, Governor Soludo is coming to say that he's shutting down market for 1 week because they are respecting a sit-at-home day. You see, Africa now, we don't have leaders in Africa. In some parts of Africa, like Nigeria, we don't have. You have had a lot of people killed in Nigeria, in Anambra, because they disrespected sit at home. Where were government forces? Where were the state forces? Where were state police? That state police could not. You are shutting down this business, this market. When unknown gunmen are striking, where are your forces? You are reacting to something that has happened rather than looking at the root cause of it. It's a shame. Mr. History beckons. You said you were going to, when the presidential election came in Nigeria, you wrote history beckons. History beckons. And you're going to expose Peter Obi that part 1, part 2 is coming. Since that day, we have waited for part 2, and part 2 never came. Governor Soludo, where is the part 2 of history beckons? Again, Peter Obi, that you wrote history beckons. It is a common sense. If you cannot provide the people of Anambra security, they will respect sit-at-home strike, because they are dealing with an armed insurgent, with people who have guns and who are among their society, whom they cannot easily identify, so they are forced to respect by the barrels of the gun. Unknown gunmen alone in Nigeria has power than most of these unknown gunmen. If an unknown gunman, see, let me tell you, if bandits announced today that they want that Lagos State should go on a shutdown, Lagos State will go on a shutdown. Do you know why? Nigerian government has been unable to stop banditry. Bandits are kidnapping people and left and right. The day government shall show responsibility in overcoming these challenges, the people shall respect. You don't reimburse people who have shops burned down. You don't bring it back to them. People who have loved ones killed, you don't resurrect them. You think between shops and people's life, which one is more important? Shut down the market anyway. You have just proven that you are empty.
I'm just from Oka. Everywhere is open. Government offices are open. Markets are open. And people are going about their businesses. Then you come down to Onitsha. Come down to main market. The once reputed market as the largest market in West Africa. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And it is, listen, I have just driven all the way from the junction with Ose to this place. Through much of Johnson, I've seen through Johnson, I've seen through Bright, and the shops locked up. I've peeped inside, a few persons here and there. Okay? Anyone who has not opened, for main market, of all markets, to be shut down. I know that people have done this sit at home on Mondays for quite some time now, and as they say, an abomination that lasts a year becomes culture. No, this can no longer go on in Anambra. Are you hearing me? And I will tell you this. You either decide that you want to trade here or you can go elsewhere. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
This main market, if you don't want it open, I'll come and take bulldozer and level it. Are you hearing me? And I'm very, very serious about it. I'm not joking. Going forward, any Monday, any shop that is not open will be locked for 1 week. And let me tell you this. As I'm speaking to you now, when I finish this whole main market and all the adjoining these things will be locked down for the whole of this week. There will be no market anywhere here. Are you hearing me? Each Monday will come and inspect. If people are not in their respective shops, it will be shut down again. If you like, I don't mind shutting down main market for the remainder of this year. If you don't like it, go elsewhere and trade. But if you are here, we're not going to allow this. It's plain economic sabotage. And also, we suspect whoever closes their shop to have